Welcome to an overview of the Hovermap SLAM-based LiDAR solution, and in this case we're going to be looking at it being operated in backpack mode. Initially we'll cover off unpackaging the device, getting it ready for the field. We'll also cover off how to charge the device, download the scanner as well. So just initially looking at what you'll receive in the kit. You'll get a packing slip which will cover off all the items that have been sent out in the Hovermap package. This also includes an overview photo, just labelling all the items, and so you can track that and make sure that they're returned when it comes back. There's also the manuals for the device. These are also loaded on the USB stick, which is part of the package, and so you can find the PDFs within the unit itself. Now, in terms of, we've got 4 documents that we'll initially be sending out with the device. That is a set of training slides, which is part of the training presentation given to you as getting started with the Hovermap. You'll also receive the full manual. Now this covers off the initial steps for data collection, setting it up, using the mobile device to control the Hovermap via the backpack, and also downloading. So really important to have a good read of the manual, of course. There's also covering off the use of the backpack, and so that's a very short but mainly focused on how to correctly fit the Hovermap to the backpack, and also working with the batteries as well. And of course, if you are using the colorization, this is the GoPro mounted to the front of the Hovermap, then you will need to also cover off the colorization module as well. So definitely take the time to look through these manuals, and again, they're also available on the USB stick provided. Alright, so now you'll have the Hovermap backpack itself. You'll notice it's a rugged Pelican style backpack with carry straps, as well as the actual fitting and mount for the Hovermap itself. Okay, and the other feature you'll notice is of course the power port for the Hovermap. That's under a small plastic flap here, and we'll be using that to connect the Hovermap into the internal battery mounted within the backpack itself. Alright, so just getting around to opening up the backpack. There's 2 clips on the side, and we can open that mount up. And once you've received it from delivery, it'll contain a lot of items that you don't need to take to the field. Okay, namely the battery charging unit and subsequent power cord for that, as well as some of the mounts and so on. So we're just going to take all those out. We've got a handheld mount to attach to the Hovermap if we're going to use it in handheld mode. We'll cover that in a moment. We've got the charger for the batteries and also its power cord. We've got a direct AC feed, so 240 volt from the mains wall that we can also use to connect to the Hovermap. We have a 12 volt cigarette style charger, so if we're using it with the vehicle mount, then that's also available. There'll be 2 packages in here that cover off various additional cords and accessories. We've got a USB stick, which I mentioned the manuals will be on as well. We'll also use that for downloading. We've got a accessory power cord which will plug into one of the chargers there, and a few cables used for connecting the mains power and also the battery charger, and I'll cover those off when we look at actually charging the unit and connecting it. Excellent. The other package will contain the colorization module, and so that of course is the GoPro unit and the USB-C cable for downloading that unit and also charging it. So again, we'll cover that off in a moment. Of course, the last thing you'll take from the package is the actual Hovermap unit, and so you'll notice that that will come out, and you'll notice that it's pre-fitted with the power cable. We recommend that you do keep the power cable on here. That just means less things that you need to set up when going to the field. So you can see that it's very much an empty case, and the additional items that you'll be storing and taking to the field with you, of course, the batteries. So there is actually 3 slots for batteries here that you can place in the unit and take to the field with you. So there is no need to take all these additional accessories outside, of course, the GoPro unit and the carry handle. And there's a slot for the carry handle on the far side here, and of course the GoPro can occupy one of these slots. Alright, so that's what you're looking at there, and you'll be taking that into the field with you for operation. The other items that will also be delivered is our ground control points. These are fabric and so easily fold up to allow you to place inside the backpack, and of course do fit in there. We'll be sending several of these depending on the job that you're doing, and of course what these look like are simply a square with highly reflective material on them, and that allows us to calibrate and to set certain control points throughout the survey. These might be the plot centre or otherwise designed as part of the trial.